What's happening, guys? Welcome to another audio commentary. This time we're doing the one for Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. Arguably one of the best superhero films there. Do you agree with me, Forrest?
I agree for the most part.
Yes, of course I'm joined by Forrest, and that's it. There's just two of us. Forrest, why are there only two of us?
Because apparently everyone hates you, and when they found out I was involved,
Yeah.
they were saying, "Oh, I hate Forrest," and decided not to leave. I hate you people so much that I would.
What's up with audio commentary? Well, once again, I'm gonna explain you. It means that you can watch the film together with us. You just play the audio commentary on the background and you watch the film together with us. So
We're looking at you, the YouTuber who has Homer Simpson flipping off.
3, 2, 1.
And that familiar music yet again.
Yes, and we are about to see the amazing artwork by Alex Ross, who did the artwork for Spider-Man 2 opening titles, actually.
Spider-Man 2 open titles?
Yep, the ones we're going to see now.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was
By
like,
Alex Ross. By the
Yeah.
way, Forrest, are you familiar with the fact that one of the earliest scripts there for Spider-Man 2 was supposed to include the young version of Doc Ock, sort of like the ultimate version of Doc Ock, and he was supposed to fall in love with Mary Jane Watson.
I did not know that, and now that kind of kills the movie.
Yeah, and there was supposed to be a Black Cat originally and Lizard together with Doc Ock there.
I knew that much.
So many possibilities there, and they
Yeah.
went with this one, which made it one of the best superhero films out there. Now, Forrest, as far as I know, this is your favorite Spider-Man film.
Yeah, this is my favorite just because it felt like everything kind of was done right this time around.
Yeah,
So, yeah, Amazing Spider-Man I like. I just like this one a little bit more because it has everything I like from the first film, I think just done better. It feels less like a comic book movie, but still feels like a comic book movie.
And even now,
yeah.
when we've got the Avengers, we've got the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we've got Dark Knight, still, it's pretty classic film. It's one of the best, in my opinion, in terms of superhero films there. Of course, everything went wrong afterwards with Spider-Man 3, but we'll do the commentary later on with Spider-Man 3.
We better get people for that. And if we don't get a single person who wants to be in that commentary that has a good mic, is less introverted than me, we may have something good on our hands.
And it's worth mentioning that, you know, there are a few things I actually like about Spider-Man 3, such as the action sequences, the fight scenes, visual effects. In terms of that, the film rocked. And
this is the film that made the action sequences good. This is definitely great action, especially the train scene.
yeah, the train scene. Yeah, the train scene was just.
New cinematographer Bill Pope, who continues for 3. If I'm wrong, he also did the cinematography for the Matrix movies. So,
Yeah.
fun facts.
Yeah, and of course, this story in this film, particularly Spider-Man No More, is based on the Amazing Spider-Man 2 issue 50, where Spider-Man loses. I was about to ruin it. Spider-Man doesn't lose his powers there, but he just gives up being Spider-Man. And they went with the similar. This story served as a adaptation, sort of as a base for this script, but Spider-Man never lost his powers in this story in the Amazing Spider-Man 50. It was something only Sam Raimi bringing in this film. Alright, we're
Yeah.
Mary Jane Watson. The guy who sells pizzas, that accent makes me feel like he's my relative.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for searching on eBay for that bike props.
The what?
The props, the bike from this
Oh,
film.
the bike, yeah. Yeah, I've never really thought about looking up the bike prop. Oh, he's being less responsible than Andrew Garfield. I saw his costume.
And he's wearing a helmet. Safety first.
Yeah. Pizza time.
Why would you need a helmet if you're freaking Spider-Man?
You gotta hide your identity somehow.
Last chance, Peter.
Yeah. You better not screw this up.
Yeah. Now, first complaint, probably the only complaint here so far. Why wouldn't he put Spidey costume right after he leaves the pizzeria, man? I mean, It would seriously save him some time there.
To make some dramatic moments like this
Well,
part.
yeah. Here's the truck or a bus.
Taxi.
No, I just
Yeah, did you hear the guy? That's very much what this move is, a stupid move.
I better put my Spider-Man costume there.
Pizza time!
It's all
this
nice
also,
pizzas.
and this actually was the superhero film that made me realize there are comedy in good superhero films, such as this classic line. Yeah.
Back
this
then,
is
it was funny.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's stupid. This is when I kind of realized that there can be funny in superhero films in a good way.
Well, yeah.
Because I always thought they were like very corny, like singing jokes, like ugh. No, these were classic jokes.
And these guys are there.
Yeah, see, here's more comedy, and
Deserves an Oscar. Spidey is dealing with time just like Andrew dealt with time in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The time theme once again.
yeah. But instead of pizza, it's eggs.
Oops.
Yeah, I hate to get that pizza slice.
Oh, this part really makes me laugh every time for some reason.
The thing is, like I said, the comedy, this is kind of part of the dumb comedy. Thing is, this happens to me all the time.
Yeah, this is just Parker luck there.
Yeah. I mean, this happens to me, and I always just try to put everything back and hope for the best, and it keeps on falling out. And I do it in front of a lot of people, and I just act just like this.
Which
Like,
makes Spider-Man even more relatable.
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. This is more of a relatable movie, and
Pizza time.
pizza time.
I'm not hungry anymore. Forrest, what do you like the most about this film?
I just like a lot of things. I like the relatability. What is my favorite thing in this? Because it looks like it's because they got everything I kind of really complained about the first film addressed in this.
Spidey is dealing with everyday problems we deal with. Poor Peter.
And that was kind of like Stan Lee and Steve Ditko's like
Yeah, pretty
main-
much. Yep.
their first goal, and that's why I like it.
Oh.
And he's back. Now, obviously, Jameson had to return. I mean, I keep on thinking he was supposed to die in the first one, even though they don't show it. They kind of hint it, kind of deal, or got seriously injured.
Yeah.
Then they found out he was a fan favorite, and they're like, "Come on back, J.K."
Hopefully something happens there and he will be back in the franchise.
Yeah, I would love to see him back. He is Jameson. It's funny in Portal 2 as well, with him talking to you all the way. See, that I love. That is pure Jameson.
Sam
Hi,
Raimi's
Raimi's
brother.
We don't love you, but Raimi does.
Yeah, so that's his paycheck there. And
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell, his cameo in this film is just priceless. I still like his cameo in the Spider-Man 3 more, but he's just such a jerk in this film.
Yeah. I don't know when it was the last time I saw this movie.
Betty
So-
Brant, Peter Parker's first date there in the comics. He liked
Yeah.
Liz Allen, sort of, but Betty Brant was the first relationship before Gwen Stacy and before Mary Jane, worth to point out.
Yeah, now we're about to see the Sam Raimi cameo.
Yeah. Oops. And Sam...
Yep,
this
that was Sam.
Yeah, yeah. You always late.
Yeah.
I feel bad for this guy, as I mentioned during our first audio commentary. He really
Yeah.
wanted to be Lizard.
Yeah. I mean, if you know his career too, he hasn't really been like in top-notch stuff, and then he got to be in this. So knowing that you're going to be the Lizard, I think is great. But
And he does fit the role. I mean, I can see him as Dr. Connors perfectly there.
yeah, wait, did he have the voice in the Spider-Man 3 video game? I don't think he did.
I know for sure that Toby did the voiceover and Kirsten did, and
Not in the third one. Kristen wasn't in the third
oh,
game.
she wasn't really. Oh,
I know that much.
well, let's not forget about the symbiote sample there still left at Connor's room in Spider-Man 3. So they had some plans for that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that, like, oh, we're going to get Carnage. Then I
Yeah.
played, like, the video game Friend or Foe, and they were saying Project Carnage. I was like,
At least somebody else played Friend of Foe. I thought I was the only one there.
hey, I didn't like it, but I remember it.
It's underrated. I think it's really fun if playing with someone else there.
Yeah, which I had to play it alone, so.
Hello.
Yeah, there's that deleted scene that I found out about, like, years later where they talk about Norman out of nowhere. I kind of like that, though.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, I believe.
Yeah. I kind of wish they kept that because I kind of liked it, but it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Harry Osborn's storyline is really great, especially what happens by the end of the film.
Especially for 2 movies of build up for it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's a I
that-
mean, it's not rushed. Then Dehan.
yeah,
but-
like 142 minutes is a perfect amount for build up.
This is how you build up characters. He hates
Yeah.
Spider-Man by the end of the first one. He hates him through this whole film, and then finally he tries to avenge his father in the third film. That's
Yeah.
the character build. How you build up character.
Yeah, there's only like one character that I wish they added more to in the Amazing Spider-Man, and that was Flash. I remember you posting like a picture of him and Andrew, like the actor and Andrew on set.
Yeah, Chris Zilka. Yeah.
Yeah, and
He
you
shared
never
the
saw
same
anything.
fate as the symbiote and many other things, and he was cut from the film, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And if somebody still believes that he will play Agent Venom, no way. They are going with the Eddie Brock. That's it. There's no Flash Thompson becoming Venom.
Yeah, we know Eddie is part of the universe because of the Daily Bugle
Yeah,
website.
yeah, they did. Yeah, they teased him there.
Yeah. 212-555-1442. Awesome. I'm going to call that. Yeah, sad story too. I accidentally woke up my grandmother too, and she said her dead husband's name as well. Oh. And it really bothered me too, like watching this later in life, because I never caught that.
The scene where she tries to give him like a $20, right?
Yeah,
It's
I'm the
really
same-
heartbreaking. I mean, one of the things, I asked you what's your favorite part about the film. One of my favorite parts is, of course, the emotions. I mean, the chemistry between, for example, Peter and Aunt May, Rosemary Harris. I mean, you do believe that, she cares for him, really. And I don't know. It's one of the greatest things about this film is, of course, the relationship between Aunt May and Peter Parker. And that speech, backyard speech we will see later on, is one of the most inspirational speech in movie history, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely hate when sometimes. Yeah, I like that from her so much right there.
I mean, check this out. That's the... Sally Field did well, especially in the second film, the speech, "You're my boy" and everything, but there's something that I believe
Yeah.
Rosemary Harris, that she cares about Peter, really. Aunt May.
Yeah. Sally Fields, I like her Aunt May portrayal of trying to be like aggressive because she's just trying to get some sense, but she's kind of hurt inside, and I understand that. So she's like, listen to me. So, and I know exactly how that feels too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Overall,
have a-
overall,
and
I
if-
think.
Yeah, as much as I say this film is very relatable, I really haven't lost an uncle or anything in a very horrible way, and it wasn't my fault. So this can't be that relatable.
Well, for me, it's very relatable. I don't know. It's well, of course, the backyard scene we've seen pretty much in this first film there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm using you. I'm born.
I think in this film, MJ is done. She wasn't really. I like her in this film, but I really hate her in the third film, where
Yeah.
Kirsten's lines felt like rushed. Well, like
Yeah.
it wasn't really. I don't know how to explain it really.
Yeah, they kind of developed her a bit more in the third one, in my opinion,
Uh,
but not by much. And that's kind of one of my complaints. Going back to the series, I despise Mary Jane. She's like the girlfriend I should stay away from. Yeah, no offense to Kristen Dunst fans out there. I mean, I know you think she was hot, Josh, but
Well, yeah, she was back then, until I saw Emma.
yeah, it wasn't until I met Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, oh yeah, you are a fan of Jennifer.
Yeah, I kept on thinking she was gonna be like Mary Jane because like my friend was teasing me about it. No, no, she's Mystique.
Just kiss me.
Oh, your hand.
It's so cold. I love you.
Yeah, it's also funny too. I mean,
I'm
this could
getting
ju-
married. Here we go. Here we go. It will. I think my humor will ruin this whole film, guys. I just want to make one thing clear. I'll be honest. If someone is watching it, I like this movie. I like Spider-Man 2 a little bit, slightly more than the Amazing Spider-Man 3. Yes, I finally said it. Forrest, please, some claps there. Yeah, I do actually a little bit. Finally, I made up my mind, and I can say it. And if I make some jokes here, or if I point out some negative things, doesn't mean that I hate this film in any way. It's my favorite Spider-Man film. Whoops, I just said it. Forrest, there might be some consequences.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's like this is pretty much my mindset. If I haven't ruined your childhood yet, I'm gonna find a way, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it with class.
I'm just gonna wait till Doc Ock will appear, and you will make few jokes there about his tentacles, right?
Maybe.
Artificial intelligence, all this bullshit there.
Yeah.
Mr.
Oh, this
Ditkovich.
character.
He's actually Russian actor.
Yeah. I still remember when I first saw him in the theaters. He creeped me out. Look at those eyes. Dickovich. That's the face that scared me. And now it's just hilarious.
Oh. This girl, I forgot her name. She's a model, actually. But who cares?
We'll see more of her later.
Yeah.
Hey, it looks better than my apartment.
Yeah, before we start, I was like rereading about this whole thing about the alternate scripts they want to go with. There were some interesting details, such as originally they want to make Doc Ock the creator of the modified spiders from the first film. He was the guy who actually made them. I was reading the alternate script and I was like, it resembles the Amazing Spider-Man 2 quite a lot. The whole thing with spiders there. Oops. Sorry.
Reminds me of my apartment complex.
Thank God I'm not renting a room.
It's only for a year.
Forrest, your take on Alfred as Doc Ock in this film?
Like all the villains, they're cheesy, but he's very good in this. Very, very
Cheesy? Why? Why?
I don't know why. I could see some. Well, I mean some cheesy in some of the lines, and that's all the Raimi movies.
Well, probably you mean the the final confrontation when he just like, oh yeah, I'm a good guy actually, right?
yeah, that kind of like can take you out of the mood, but it's still good. The only thing I could say, as much as I say it's cheesy, I'm not saying they're terrible, because here's my example. Name a very good quote from the Lizard in The Amazing Spider-Man.
Great reflexes.
Okay. See, that's about it. Now, what do I remember? Like one of my favorite lines from Octavius: Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
You remember them
Well,
because of
yeah,
how,
that was kind of cheesy, but it was just like 1 second there. I
I
don't
know.
think you can call the character overall cheesy because of that scene there.
Oh no! I'm not calling that the cheesy. I'm just saying that's kind of how the villains are
Oh
like in
yeah,
this series. I still love them though, and I still love the characters. I mean, it's a comic book movie. Come on, it's not Broadway. Well, no, Broadway can be cheesy. My bad. It can't be The Dark Knight.
mm. In
But
my
that's
opinion,
I.
he's the best. I mean, in terms of villain in the whole trilogy, honestly.
Oh yeah, I
Sandman,
could.
Sandman was great, but Alfred
Sa-
just nailed it.
Yeah, Sandman it could have some just a little bit more work, and I think it would have been great.
Yeah.
Uh, Especially for that fight scene with him and Sandman. That is so fun. Not the best fight scene in the whole series, but so cool.
The subway fight is great.
Yeah. Still involving trains.
Yeah. I love this guy.
Yeah, see, we remember that line.
Yeah.
It's just because he acted so well. You understand Rosie and so on. You get his dilemma too. And what I mean by cheese, I mainly mean the talking arms.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I mean by it. I just was trying to remember why I was saying cheese.
Well, I think the talking arms, the artificial intelligence possessing his mind is slightly better than just let's be. I think I'll be a bad guy now. You know, it does explain his motivation. Actually, he is not really a bad guy. Well, this is very different from the comic books, but still,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, it makes it more believable in my opinion. The inhibitor chip gone.
Yeah.
Now
Never worked.
yeah, no, I tried as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried as well, and yeah. In
And
the
now the
story.
original laundry sheriff. Just remember, guys, Toby did the laundry sheriff first. And this guy on the background is freaking the gentleman, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was about to mention, is that the gentleman?
I mean, check this out. That's Michael Massey there.
Yeah, that has to be. I'm sorry. Oh.
He's like, did you tell your aunt the truth?
Did you tell the aunt the truth about your father?
Now I have no doubts that you're an actor for hire. That's some great impression there.
Yeah, it wasn't perfect. I gotta get more of the rasp in there. This was also part of the series where I realized, yeah, copyrighted music. Ahoy! Ahoy!
Toby actually injured his back before during the first film and the second one, and he wasn't really sure if he'll be back as Peter. And he ended up doing a lot of stunts actually, and with the injured back in this film.
Yeah, wasn't Jake Gyllenhaal going to replace him?
At some point there was such a possibility, yes.
Yeah. I've got to say, what would you think if Jake was Spider-Man?
I don't know,
Like
you
your-
know, Toby is, I don't see anymore there, anyone else, you know, maybe because I got used to him during so many years there, but Jake is fine actor, and he does look like Peter Parker, I think. Well, it depends what version of the Peter Parker we're talking about here, of course.
Yeah.
And DiCaprio was offered the role as well in the first film, before the first film.
Yeah. I don't see that at all, though.
Yeah, that's no. And now something goes wrong.
Pizza time.
Eat vegetables.
See, people could call that cheese. I love that so
Yeah.
much.
Well, Spider-Man overall is pretty much cheesy. If we're not talking about Spider-Man Blue, if you read the the take on Spider-Man, more of a Dark Knight novel, takes place. Oh, I'll better That's just too much of a great scene. I'll be silent now.
Andrew Garfield, this is what you do when you try to save innocent lives. You don't just talk comedy.
Yeah. Go, Spidey, go!
That was creepy eyes. I love this shot right here.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful. I've seen it first in the trailer. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's definitely an improvement.
Yeah. Like I said, this is all a very much a big improvement.
Yep. Cheese balls. And now we're about to get the famous, great Bruce Campbell cameo scene there.
Very soon.
Parker, you're late. I love this scene.
Okay, that is awesome. I forgot all
He's just
about that.
whatever, yeah.
I'm arresting you.
That's Spidey there. That's the classic Spidey.
Yeah. It's Mysterio.
Yeah. The human spider, that sucks. Oh, such a jerk.
Yay. I was in theater and we're supposed to be like that. Especially, oh no.
I love I love Spider-Man.
Now, have you ever heard of a game called Fear Effect?
Which one? Fear Effect?
It's sort of like a Resident Evil game, but it's
I'm a
like
huge fan of Resident Evil and Silent Hill, but
it's
I've never
it's it's
heard
it's
about
like
it.
pre-rendered graphics, same kind of control scheme for the most part. The main protagonist in it, the female lead, actually was the voice, not voice. Actually, that was her, and I
Yeah.
found that out the other day. I'm like,
How could you possibly find this out?
IMDb.
Oh, right. The very real.
That's who she's marrying. I knew it.
Oh no, the astronaut responsible for the symbiote in the animated series.
Yeah, I was really hoping he was involved with
Yeah,
the symbiote.
yeah.
And that's actually at least one of my complaints with the film. I wish they developed him more. He's the father of Peter's boss. I mean,
Yeah.
son of
Son.
Peter's boss.
Yeah.
And he's marrying the love of his life, and that's about it.
And Spidey, shit is about to go wrong with Spidey losing his powers there.
Which, when I was 10 and I saw this with my grandmother, I was coming up the theory that he's running out of web.
Yeah.
Very strange I thought about that. I have no idea why, but I was like,
Well, that's the classic Spidey moment, and they had to do it somehow, you know. And since it's organic webbing, why not to make him lose his powers?
yeah, and that hurts. Ow.
And seriously, Spidey without his powers, I mean, I think back there was an issue where Spidey managed to beat Scorpion without his powers at all. So, you know, there will be a moment in this film where Peter Parker will there is a guy getting beating shit out of him, and Peter will turn his back and he will just walk away, right? Now, that's not Peter Parker. He would never walk away, honestly. So, that's one of the few complaints I'll have here. Oh, I feel weird about this scene. It's supposed to be kind of funny. Everybody's like was laughing back then in the theater. I wasn't.
Yeah,
It's a little bit over, way too long, and I don't know, something wrong about this scene there.
it's pretty much how everyone feels like at Comic Con.
Thanks. Where'd you get it? I made it. Must feel uncomfortable. Ah. And this guy, do you know him?
He's from like some show back
Yeah,
then, right?
yeah, yeah. I don't recall. And this is where this scene was supposed to end. No, it's taking way too long, honestly.
And
I'm not a director, I'm not a screenwriter, but something's wrong about this scene.
cut.
Oh, yeah, finally.
They didn't hear him the first time.
Raimi was like finishing his donut, and then he was like, cut.
He's like, "Oh, what happened?"
MJ everywhere.
Well, there's your bike,
Yeah. I'll find it someday.
and probably in that condition too.
Yeah. I'll come to you to Florida and we'll start our quest.
Yeah. Now you just revealed where I live to everybody. Crap.
Oh.
Oh, the irony.
Yeah. Frick you.
Yeah, another fun fact too. You see the jacket he's wearing?
It was on eBay at some point.
Yeah, when I was like 10, I got the same exact jacket because it was like at a I forgot where it was, but I was like, "Mom, can I have this jacket?"
Actually, we talk about Cooper, the guy who made videos with me together back from last year.
Hmm.
He actually owns it. This particular jacket. I'm no bullshitting you.
Hmm.
He did a video. He tried to sell it on his YouTube channel. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, but for me, it was just like some jacket that looked like it, and I'm like, "I want it," kind of deal. Same went for the gray jacket and T-shirt he wore when he went to the school
Yeah.
in the first film. What was the other thing? Definitely don't have any emo Parker outfits. But I do have the emo Parker wig because I had to wear something like it in a theater production.
Oh gosh.
And to really go far out to an extent, I do have the whole Andrew Garfield get up, the green jacket and so on,
Yeah.
including the wig.
I've got his Nikes though.
Nice.
From the first film. Uh, Nike ID. I actually painted them, colored them myself on Nike's website because I couldn't find the exact same Nikes there, and they arrived. And I've got them.
Mhm.
And now it's the exhibition. No, that's a lame joke.
Oh!
Harry's like, I'm sponsoring this Joker.
Joker here! How to make this room full of laughter! Gets crushed by the arms.
I already feel bad for Rosie.
Yeah. She does have a very Sam Raimi-esque death.
And here's the thing you like the most about this film, Forrest.
They
The
look
talking tentacles.
Ah.
This scene really creeped me out back then.
Yeah, no, they still no. This scene doesn't creep me out. I mean, it makes you sting, but there's one intrusive shot later. Yeah, this makes me sting.
Jeez.
Everyone else jumps.
Even though they don't see his back really.
Yeah, true. It's alive.
Great. I love this shot. Boom, Doc Ock is here.
Without the glasses. Dang it!
Bring,
And I wasn't going nuts. They are two different kind of arms.
which explains why I'll be a bad guy later on.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. See, it makes sense, Forrest.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
They don't look evil at all. Oh, the dramatic lighting from the moonlight. Oh, these arms are great. But I always thought it was just me, but it's not me. I guess I kind of noticed now. But they are two different kind of arms for the four,
Yeah,
all
I've,
four.
I've I've noticed that. Like,
Yeah, I always thought I was like in my head. And now the new one is kind of based off these, but a bit more comic booky it looks.
yeah,
So,
the more of ultimate tentacles.
mhm.
They could change their shapes and stuff.
Yeah, I mean in the Amazing Spider-Man after credits, they look more,
Yeah, yeah, that's. I mean, they are pretty much based on the ultimate.
which the whole series kind of is. So,
Yeah. Which, funny enough, reminds me of the Ultimate Spider-Man. There was this Hollywood storyline, 3 parts, I believe. Are you familiar with it?
not sure.
Actually, Sam Raimi and Avi Arad make a cameo there. They actually film a Spider-Man film. That's yeah. And now we've got Doc Ock now. I still don't I can't I don't see any actors there. I don't have an extra choice for Doc Ock still. I don't know who could do it really.
Yeah.
Free energy.
I knew, like, I had someone on the top of my head, but I forgot the person's name. Oh, yeah, now I remember. For some reason, back when I was like youngish, I guess I could say, I don't know why I thought Philip Seymour Hoffman, but that was sad to
Well,
say.
yeah. He could pull it off.
He could, but
He
he's not.
portrayed such a great villain there in Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah, he's no longer with us, sadly.
Yeah,
So.
yes. Pete? Oh, your son is a real hero.
That comes later.
Yeah. Some great performance from James Franco.
Kind of reminds me for everyone I've worked for.
Yeah. I still hate you. Spidey, why would you explain what are you doing to a potential villain? You just plug it off.
Ah,
Oops.
here it comes.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh!
I'm
Oh!
pretty sure she's still alive, just like Richard Parker.
Yeah.
Oops.
Huh! See, that was a bit cheesy, but that's
Which one? Which
overlooking.
part?
Just him spazzing out, going. But
Well,
that's
I mean,
just
you are getting electrocuted. How else would you show it?
how it was seen in The Hangover. Just
Uh,
walking straight, perfectly normal.
and that's the exhibition there. And of course, Doc Ock originally, it was an explosion accident.
Yeah. And the person who said like he could explode the city or your father was still alive, whoever that guy is, originally I don't know why young me thought that was Vulture.
Vulture. Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
the same. Yeah,
yeah. And we didn't see any damage to her eyes, so she is perfectly alive.
yeah.
But I thought that was Vulture, and I was like, oh, okay. But yet again, no, I don't think it was.
And now, why I'm glad Sam Raimi did this film. I mean, this scene is pretty much scary
Yeah,
and
and this
creepy.
shot I love right here. Watch this. We go out of the computer, we go under an arm or above it, and now we're over here.
Yeah.
That is such an amazing shot, by the way. And this is actually one of the best examples of an intrusive style shot.
Yeah, if you guys are not sure why Forrest admires this shot so much, he's actually working as assistant director there, I believe. Assistant director.
Assistant camera in a project right now.
Yeah,
That's
assistant
Spider-Man.
cameraman.
Spider-Man is just an independent kind of thing for
Yeah.
me. But overall, I've been involved with film my whole life. Watch this.
Back in 2004, I was watching it in the theater. I was like, it's not Spider-Man anymore. This shit scares me. I mean, that's Sam Raimi there, right?
Yeah,
The
it's pretty much
shadows,
that.
everything there. That's a very old school, scary horror type scene. I mean, this is the.
I love that back underlined with him. That is Sam Raimi.
Yeah, that is Sam Raimi. That is freaking Evil Dead there. And the way it zooms, it's really feels very old schoolish.
Yeah, and that's Sam Raimi. That's why I like
Yeah.
his style more than anything else.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cheesy, but in a very terrifying way.
Yeah. I guess that's.
I love that. That I love right there. And
The Darth Vader scream.
yeah, this kind of ruins it. I love his a
Padme,
bit.
is she alive? I'm afraid you killed your Darth Vader. I couldn't. I'm just quoting Revenge of the Sith right now.
I can tell.
Time to get a cheeseburger. Oh shit, I'm evil now.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, for anyone who's ever hoping to really get into the industry, that was I use that as an example, and I may be getting it wrong because I'm usually bad at remembering names of an intrusive style shot. So that's basically camera movements that are obvious to the audience, but used to speed up action, use odd camera angles, and fast movement and unusual perspectives.
I
So
wish I knew what you're talking about.
I'm talking. I'm basically being the film teacher, I guess.
Yeah. Doc Ock's lair, it took them 15 weeks to build it. The set. Crap. Crap. Doctor Strange, right?
Whoa!
Whoa! Spider-Man in the Avengers, confirmed!
Yeah. Well, Steve Ditko helped correct Doctor Strange, so I hope that's a nod to him.
Have you seen Spider-Man YouTube poop?
Yeah, the weird eyes.
Yeah. Nothing. This is the best part.
Yay, I'm done. Okay, I don't need to watch anymore. That's all I need to see.
Alright guys, thanks for watching and
We're just going to leave the mics muted throughout the whole rest of the audio commentary. Okay, good night.
oh gosh. He's devastated. And I've got these freaking things talking to me.
Yeah, this is
Forrest,
definitely.
Forrest, what's your problem? Seriously.
It's just, this feels a bit cheesy to me. I mean, it's a Jekyll and Hyde, just like the first film, but this is pushing it, really.
Well, yeah, but how about, Electro? Same stuff there, pretty much.
Yeah, Electro has a song that has his inner thoughts.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for that, too. Now, that was a Sam Raimi shot right there. I don't care what anyone says.
yeah. Go rob a bank. Go get a cheeseburger. Actually, Alfred Molina, he nicknamed every single tentacle during the filming. the one on the right is called Flo,
Oh.
and yeah, and I don't remember other names there.
Army number one.
Yeah,
Yeah. The shot that we're about to have, I love from the blooper reel. I think.
yeah, when he kind of falls
It's
to
like, we
the
can
yeah,
rebuild it.
yeah. No, I'm not a criminal. You
see,
are.
see, that's the Jekyll and Hyde thing I'm talking about.
Well, how else? I mean, it's not
I
about
know,
him just becoming villain out of nowhere.
I know. But that's what all the villains are kind of in this.
Yeah.
So, except for in 3, a bit. In 3, we have a supervillain going to Jesus and putting on a hit on Peter.
I mean, Lizard wanted to transform every single New York citizen there into lizards,
Yeah,
not realizing that the whole serum is temporary, actually. You
yeah.
know? The biggest problem with Amazing Spider-Man 1 is that the serum works there for a short period of time, and you get back to human form. And he wanted to transform the whole world into lizards. How would he do it? Forrest, do you need a free toaster?
Yeah, probably. I think mine broke the other day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember Matthew making a joke about it in the first audio
Yeah.
commentary. No
And yet we have
worries.
another guest star, by the way. We have the guy who tried stealing Mark Wahlberg's girlfriend in Ted.
Oh. How could he possibly hide these things behind his coat?
I have no idea, but you gotta remember this. He was just staring at the vault that
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah, nobody like, oh, whatever, there's a guy standing.
Swings the bag at him. Ow!
Irony.
I'm brought back to the YouTube poop.
Yeah. Spider sense tingling. My tentacle sense is tingling. Here's your change.
Here's your pizza!
Yeah, that's the YouTube. You're getting on my nerves. I'm out of web.
Yeah. I love how that's delivered because the video.
Not anymore. I have an act for that. Well, we've seen this YouTube poop for. I've seen it for so many times. Really, I can
Yeah.
quote it.
He has 4 arms. He uses only 2.
Pizza time.
Now we can easily tell that the fighting is better in this movie because it feels less like a Broadway play.
What a coincidence. I just shoot him in the back.
Now this I love.
Yeah,
just because of the light that's under her, the Kino flow that we're about to see. Right here. That was so terrifying.
Yeah.
And that was just Raimi being Raimi. Butterfingers. I love that.
You loved it? I thought you hated it.
No, I'm saying it's cheesy, but I love that. I mean, I've heard worse.
Like, let's go
Hi,
catch a
Stan.
spider?
Yeah, that's kind of doing too much. But I think that was too much in the comics, too. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much I love the fight in this movie so much more.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Save game. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, St. Peter. See, it's cheese, and I like that kind of cheese.
Well, yeah. The
Especially
only,
right here.
well, I do the same. I mean,
Yeah.
the only villain so far who isn't really cheesy in Spider-Man films overall, I think Chris Cooper's Norman Osborn.
Yeah. Well,
Well, he
that
did,
we've
yeah,
seen.
yeah. At least we haven't seen him that much, yeah, for now. This guy should be fired.
Yeah. Wow, they went to the same class as the stormtroopers did.
Yeah.
And as you look in the background, you see Mary Jane.
Really?
It was basically her poster.
Oh.
Yeah. That you see everywhere else in this movie.
Yeah.
Swinging had a lot more depth in this movie. So, Sony Pictures Imageworks, you did better.
What do you mean a lot of more?
I feel like the swinging has a lot more depth in it, except for they're really just all medium shots.
Oh.
So, like, you feel like you're swinging with them. In Amazing Spider-Man, if you don't feel like you're swinging with them, you're crazy. That series mastered it.
Yeah, especially the opening scene there.
In the second one, especially, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on YouTube, and I'm like watching it over and over and over again.
It's on YouTube?
Sony Pictures released it, so
Oh.
it's only like a minute of it. It just right as he goes past the Oscorp Tower, that's kind of where it ends.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's as much as the swinging we see, from like the logo to the Oscorp building. I forgot Jameson had a wife.
No.
Yeah. And that's why I love JK.
No. And now the biggest punch to the face for Peter.
Delicious.
She said delicious?
Yeah, I think. I don't even want to know, but. I'm so proud of you, son.
You.
Oh, good.
Now that's definitely not great reflexes.
If he really wanted so bad, he would have webbed it or something.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
But that's the Andrew Garfield Spidey.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was kind of rude.
Yeah. That's the what bothers me really still. You know, there are moments when she does look like she's really in love with Peter, and she really likes him, and then she treats him like shit, and then she likes him again during the date scene later on in the restaurant.
Which I'm saying, guys, stay away from that.
Yeah, that's just plain bad writing. Nothing to do with Kirsten, I think. I'm sure. Even my father.
So he just got friend zoned. Ugh.
I'd seriously just tell her I'm Spider-Man. That's it.
Yeah,
It
but
would
he just got.
solve everything.
I know, but he just got friend zoned by that line. I just realized that. Oh,
Everybody hates friend zones.
I know.
Shit, Peter is so unlucky. And now shit is about to get worse.
Yeah. Wouldn't Harry be like 20 right here or 21?
Yeah, and they skipped. I mean, what's the time span between the first and this one?
I think it should be
2 years,
2 years.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
That's what making me think. Is he 20 or 21? Because he's been drinking
Yeah.
for kids, you know?
Well, that's what they share in common with the Hands, Harry Osborn. Both are alcoholics.
Except for James Franco in real life, just like Skin High.
Yeah. Really?
He's friends with Seth Rogen. Come on.
Oh yeah, I forgot it.
I mean, a lot of people think I'm a naturally stoned person, and yesterday on set,
Uh,
yeah,
James Franco, one of my favorite films actually overall is one
127 hours.
127 hours. Yeah,
Oh,
that's just. I've
I
read the
love that.
book later on, and the story is very inspiring and very powerful.
Yeah, I never knew that could come out of Franco either, so that's what made me like it.
Yeah, I think that's
Yoink.
his best performance there.
Yeah. Ugh.
That hurts.
Yeah, my dad could tell you his favorite James Franco performance,
Which,
Pineapple Express.
oh yeah, I'd better get some webbing at Oscorp's website
Yeah.
because
Hey,
that's where
mommy,
you.
is that Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, the Amazing Fantasy 15, right? No, no, no. Which? What do you mean by that?
He's not wearing his mask.
Oh, I thought you were referencing to their comic book panel, Amazing Fantasy 15, where a boy sees a man crawling a wall, and she's like, "Mom, there's a man crawling a wall," and she's like,
Oh,
"That's the last horror movie we went to see."
I remember that. I love
Yeah.
that line too.
Forrest, how can this apartment be worse than yours? Where'd she get the cigar?
He stole it.
Probably, yeah, the tentacle told him.
You need a cigar. It's good for you.
I mean, when he left the bank, he had like one bag with the, and he could afford everything there.
I thought he had two bags, but I
Oh,
could
two
have been
bags.
wrong. No, no, it's all right.
I'm Luke Skywalker.
I am with Great Gatsby, and this horse injures me, named Seabiscuit.
Oh, that's when he actually injured his back during the filming of the
Yeah,
series.
that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, his name's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, it's been so many years. Still, I've got problems with this. As I mentioned before, why is he losing powers particularly?
Yeah, he's losing his love of his life. He's pretty much losing things he
Well, I
loves.
mean, that's
So,
more of a psychological problem, but I still can't get it really.
well, they aren't artificial web shooters, so there's one thing.
Yeah.
They're part of him.
Yeah.
And basically, I guess it's saying what keeps Spider-Man going? The people closest to him. And he's losing a lot of them.
He should listen to some Uncle Ben's speech recording.
Oh,
Might inspire him to get back.
Or
Oh, this
maybe
shot
it's,
in the trailer was ridiculous with Spidey's mask there popping out of nowhere. Oh, Cliff
yeah.
Robertson. Great scene.
Hmm. They're not in Sam Raimi's car anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Matthew who mentioned. No, it was you actually. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I can't remember the other films, but I'll probably look it up later. Like the films that it appears in.
Wasn't this car used in the Evil Dead, the first
It
one,
probably was, but I don't know which one.
when the opening scene when they were arriving at the house?
Maybe.
No, Uncle Ben. No more.
Yeah.
Great performance there. I don't have hair on my fingers anymore. And here's the basically the comic book panel right here.
Which this is beautiful that they recreated
Yep,
that.
that's great. Straight from the comics.
Why did he give up being Spider-Man in the comics?
Oh,
When?
in the Amazing Spider-Man 50.
Yeah. Well, why did he give up being a Spider-Man again in the comics?
In this issue, I think, if I remember correctly, Aunt May got in hospital, and Spidey couldn't. He was dealing with robbers, basically just like he did in the beginning of this scene, and he couldn't get to hospital in time, and everything was going wrong basically, and he decided to give up being Spider-Man. It's not like he was losing his powers, nothing like that.
Yeah.
He just realized that he doesn't have enough time, and he also uh, talked to Jameson, and he wanted to quit Bugle, and he left his costume there just like Peter did, and I think some kid bring it to the Bugle to Jameson, and in this film, of course, it's this. There's this guy who brings this suit, which is pretty similar, just like they did in the comics.
Mhm.
And then by the end, there's the whole storyline with Kingpin, and he realized that Spider-Man is there no more, and by the end of the issue, Peter actually decides to get back to being Spider-Man, and he goes to Jameson, and he grabs the costume, and he waits Jameson in his office just to tell him that he's back. Great
Mhm.
stuff there.
Yeah.
But nothing like losing his powers because of his psychological state of mind. Nothing like
Oh
that.
no, 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 no! I was thinking it was because like I forgot if it was after Gwen's death, but
No, no,
I was
no.
kind
It
of
was
wrong.
long before.
Yeah. I was trying to remember basically.
Yeah.
And this is actually a song that still plays in my head. And I'm, God, that freeze frame.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, that shot very beautiful there. I mean, if you compare the comic book shot to Romita and what Raimi did there, just perfect. That's what Such small things can actually make films such a lot better. To all the comic book fans, actually. Oh, you're finally here.
line! But the raindrops keep dropping on my head. That is a song that always seems to play when I'm working.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I mean by that is like I'm putting up all these lights yesterday, and out of nowhere, raindrops keep dropping on my head.
I really like the Train Ordinary in the credits. The song, yeah, and then there's Killers, Move Away. Oh no, it's Spider-Man 3. I'm sorry. This scene, for some reason, reminds me so much of the Chinatown scene from The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
the whole
Also,
lights and atmosphere and everything.
yeah. Funny, Peter's not wearing his glasses in this scene.
Yep.
Hmm.
His vision was supposed to improved, I guess. Well, he will wear glasses when he's like when MJ will sit in a cab and she will drive away and he will put the glasses on. Forrest,
Yeah, yeah.
you still here?
Yeah, sorry, I blanked.
You're still searching for Sam Raimi's car?
Yeah, I found it. It's pretty much in all of his movies.
It's Pontiac, right?
It's a 1973 Oldsmobile Delta 88.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Which I should have known that because I've... Yeah, actually, we missed it.
Huh?
It was actually in this movie too.
Really?
Yeah, it's right as Peter arrives at Aunt May's house.
Oh, yeah, it's in the garage there.
Yeah.
I guess we were too excited discussing Peter's helmet. And now
Yeah.
he will put the glasses on.
Yeah, I was like, oh. I didn't quite hear that.
Night vision. I'm gonna grab some cookies.
Okay.
Forrest, I hope you have something there to somehow entertain our viewers for the 2 minutes there.
Okay.
All right.
Now that Seven's away, I'm gonna try doing my Jameson impression because we're talking about Jameson right now. What do you have in that bag, sir? Oh, is that a Spider-Man mask? Whoa, that is wow.
Actually, guys, I don't know what to talk about. I really don't know. But I would be bad to do a self-plug, which I'm kind of doing already. But I really want to hear y'all's thoughts on the Spider-Man 2 or so on. And for anyone who really, really wants to be involved with the Spider-Man 3 commentary, I would like you to contact Seven Webheads, like in the comments. Mainly, see if you tell us when you can do it. And still, we just need to know, like, in advance and all that kind of stuff. And I pretty much don't know what to talk about. I mean, I love this movie. I have my issues. You've even heard it. And you guys probably hate me for all my criticisms, but just wait till we can get to Spider-Man 3. And if we can get a whole bunch of people, oh, that's going to be so much fun to listen to. So, if there's any Fear Effect fans out there, I would glad to know that I'm not the only guy there. It was Hannah, I think, the voice she portrayed it. Yeah. What also can I complain about that's actually pretty interesting? What have I done? I really don't know what to talk about that much. I guess I could do a self-plug. Just go in the comments and choose my name. That's all I can really say. There's something. Yeah. Why isn't there a year on Uncle Ben's grave? What, did he live to be infinity?
Ah, infinity. That is nothing, Peter. I don't even know.
And something I'm kind of realizing too, there's a lot of head cuts. Okay, you're back.
Hello.
I've been just going on talking and
You are
so
just
on.
enjoying talking to yourself, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Did impression. That's about it.
I'll see it later on.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the impressions was just because we were in the scene. I was like, let's try doing a horrible imitation because I've never done it before. Basically, I tried doing Jameson.
It's like, Parker, whoa, is that Spider-Man mask? Whoa.
Now I'm gonna speak with the food full of my mouth. And this scene reminds me of the YouTube poop once again. She gets back upstairs and she shuts herself.
Spider-Man, triple action web blast. Coming soon to a store near you in 2004.
Of course, in this version, in this trilogy, it was quite less implied that she knows he's Spider-Man, right? But then again, the speech later on at the backyard does imply a lot that she wants him to be back as Spider-Man. But Sally Field, I'm pretty sure, in The Amazing Spider-Man, she already knows he's Spider-Man, right, Forrest?
I'm so debating. I mean, I find it funny that she acts like she hates Spider-Man, just like in the Ultimate Comics. Like, there's a whole thing, like, in one issue, she's going to therapy. And she's just going on how much she hates Spider-Man.
Well, not as much as Gwen.
Yeah, well, yeah, Gwen especially.
She was like blaming him for like so many. She was like hating Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know that, but it was like Aunt May. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
like she was saying he's really doing nothing good. I know Gwen absolutely hates him,
yeah.
but she doesn't count. She died. But mainly Aunt May. But once she found out, yeah, that was terrifying to me. And I'm wondering how Aunt May's going to respond when she finds out Peter is Spider-Man in the newer films.
Well, as I mentioned, I'm pretty sure she already knows.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole chimney scene, it's strongly implied, and especially during, you know,
Or maybe it's bad script
we
writing.
are keeping secrets even from the ones we love the most. I mean, really, that's so obvious there. Well, maybe I'm seeing things, you know.
Yeah, well, we've been speculating on Felicia, so
Yeah.
there's a bunch of possibilities.
It was actually Flint Marko. Now that face.
Hmm.
She sure won't him give another $20 there.
Bang! Spider-Man, triple action whip blaster.
We just ruined such a perfect scene there.
I know. I was so tempted to get a
Wait,
gun.
Forrest,
sound
your
off.
favorite character is on screen again.
Hey, I like Doc Ock. I mean, I explained the cheese, but I still love him. Because, like I already went on the tangent, you remember him easily because of his main goal and so on. It's a good character.
You have to love Doc Ock. I mean, he swept his minds with Peter Parker. That's the biggest accomplishment Spider-Man villain could ever accomplish. Talking about superior Spider-Man, of course.
What Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're wondering about people that I can't understand him at all sometimes. I mean, I feel like he doesn't even know what he's saying sometimes, the butler.
Yeah.
I mean, when he
Spider-Man,
appears at-
Spider-Man 3 bloopers reel was just hilarious.
Yeah, because it seems like they just told him his lines right there. He's like, I don't know what you're telling me.
Maybe he's Sam Raimi's grandfather or something there. Just like with his brother, he just threw him into the film.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. Now this scene, once again, Sam Raimi nailed it.
Yeah, Sam Raimi's...
I mean, I expected the tentacle there to pop up, but back in 2004, I was like frightened.
Well, that's what I liked about Doc Ock. They made him very terrifying.
I'm
Don't
drinking.
choke. Don't choke on your cookies.
I'm driving. He'll be like, I'm driving. In the bloopers reel. I still don't know what tritium is.
Tritium is a radioactive isotope of hydrogen.
Oh, that explains it.
Okay. Yeah, that really explains it.
That's your best friend there. Sure, go find Peter.
He's full of anger. He's distracted and blind, kind of. It's a cliche, but yeah, it's pretty much how he's feeling.
Now he waits till he go down and he screams, "Don't hurt Peter."
Yeah, I do love how Doc Ock moves around in this movie.
Yeah, that's great.
Where is Spider-Man now?
Wait, did I miss the scene with the guy getting beating the crap out of him in the alley? And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was one of my biggest complaints there.
How is your biggest complaint, so people can know?
Well, I mentioned Peter would never turn his back, even without his powers. That's not the Peter Parker there.
This is the Peter Parker, you know.
And there was such a... We just missed such a Superman moment there. Oops, no costume. I wonder, Forrest, you're into filmmaking. How they did this scene? I mean, the fire, everything is CGI?
No, that's actually could be real fire.
I mean, really? Toby
There is a
standing
prosthetic.
like near
There
the
is a
fire?
prosthetic that most stunt people can do. Just rub this thing on their arms and they can just light it up and it can be on fire. And it does not it's burning you, but it doesn't hurt you.
So you're telling me it's Toby there right near the fire?
Yeah, that could be a real fire. Some could be fake, but I think it is a real fire. Like, yeah, that's the obviously fake one probably.
I don't really see how a camera equipment would be allowed to place near the fire. Like,
Hey, people can shoot stuff in rain and be okay. So why not
Yeah.
fire? Like the electricity there. I mean, that's obvious a green screen below him. Has to be.
well, yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, probably, like, I don't know. I wasn't there to really know, so.
Well, I honestly doubt that somebody will allow to use their child, in in a place
Heck.
like that. That's just
Could have been a green screen, too.
yeah, probably it's everything green screen there, with the child especially. I mean, imagine going through all the insurance things there and everything. Okay, that's
Well, they signed up for it. There's my other excuse.
well, yeah.
Hate this scene and loved this scene, too.
Why you hate?
There's a guy right there who just saved someone. Why are you trying to make him feel guilty? And at the same time, the guilt.
Oh, yeah, another
That's what-
cheese, right?
Yeah, well, it's just like, why are you saying that right in front of him? That's like me going from like someone saying, you make some crappy videos. It's going to make the person feel down and angry.
Or it will make person to feel like he needs to improve.
I know, and that's usually what I go by, but
Because without criticism, we're not improving.
yeah. What's her name?
I'll just call her, Cookie and Milk Girl. Because she does make some great cookies there in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah. Well, and cake.
Oh, it's actually cake, yeah.
There's your milk.
And can I be your girlfriend? She's so skinny, gosh.
Hey, pff, don't be rude.
I mean, she's supposed to be, I guess. She's a model. That's Black Cat there. That's the Felicia Hardy I'm looking for.
Where's the big boobies? I'm not gonna ever let that go either.
Yeah, well, CGI can do some magic things there. What is it?
I was drinking my water and I heard that.
Oh.
The CG.
You
Yeah,
spilled
it's
just like I spilled my coffee back there.
No, I didn't spill anything. I choked.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Henry. This guy there might be Miguel O'Hara someday. He looks like him.
He's actually Ben Riley.
Ben Reilly is just
A clone,
cries all time. He was like, at some point he thought he was real Peter Parker, and then it was revealed that he isn't real Peter Parker. The Clone Saga started great, but it became a mess later on. Especially,
Yeah, my
Such,
Spider-Man,
yeah.
my Spider-Man thing I want to make. I want to tackle the clone thingy, but the thing is, I don't think I could do it justice at all because I don't really know how to really write it to be convincing.
Mm.
It feels too convoluted, and you know, if my series, if I want Peter to be, I don't know, 20s, probably, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I've had that happen to me.
There's always a kid which
And
will
here,
inspire the hero.
and well, here comes one of your favorite movie lines
Yeah.
or monologues.
Now that look on her face, she has to know. Why?
The Avengers?
Now, in all of us, making us. I forgot the lines. Jeez. Great scene.
Yes, that is very good.
That's the highlight of this film, basically, and with the train scene as well.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't see any other scenes there. I mean, Peter is. I don't know.
Now, is he going to run like Woody from Toy Story this time?
Balloons.
Oh. I need to play that once I get my PlayStation 2 working again.
That face, bro. Oh gosh. Why would you show this face?
For the comedy.
Just show him running. Well, it's not comedy yet. This is supposed to be an epic moment. And now we've got the my back. I mean, without his powers, he survived that fall. Really?
Yeah. Dang it, I was really hoping to play the Game Over Mario theme. I was so tempted to play, but I was too late. And I just found it too. Dang it. Because like in the YouTube group, they say he dies, basically.
Parker!
Oh gosh.
Like,
I hate
why do
this
we
scene.
why do we keep this? Well, yeah, still he's not really well developed still. But why can't we keep the scene with Jameson in the Spider-Man suit?
Oh yeah, the deleted scene.
That's something I've always wanted to see.
Oh. Forrest, is that you smacking your lips eating popcorn?
No, I'm not. I'm not even eating popcorn.
Oh,
That was them.
hmm.
I think
Doesn't
he's having
doesn't
flashbacks.
taste like Spidey.
I think
I,
he's having flashbacks.
I'd better kiss Peter again to make sure. No, this scene where he Spidey sends Stiggles,
Yeah,
visually
this was in the
stunning scene.
trailer. This was in the trailer. It was pretty cool. Still is. Gotta remember, this film's 10 years old.
Yep.
It was yours and my childhood.
Yeah, and you know, definitely an improvement there in terms of visuals. There are some shots in Spider-Man 1. We've been watching it like a couple of days ago, and Goblin looks very bad CGI there, and in 2 years they managed to accomplish something great there. I mean, what other themes? The Attack of the Clones, right? It was released in 2004.
No, that was 2002 with
Oh,
Spider-Man. I remember specifically because there was like a trailer for the second Star Wars that used the Spider-Man font again saying, "Get ready for a whole new hero," and then it shows Yoda with his lightsaber.
yeah, and then the first trailer for Spider-Man 1, they used the music from Matrix in the beginning there,
Yeah,
the score.
but what was the other thing too that still was involved with this? I just lost my train of thought again. I don't remember. I found someone else. She's my landlord's daughter.
And she makes great cakes.
What have you made for me, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
kiss me.
Kiss me.
Yeah, sure. And she'll recognize.
Hate to be rude, but she's acting like a slut.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep this as PG as
My
I can.
spidey sense is tingling.
Yeah, this is awesome. Cockblock.
Ah, great scene. I mean, as you mentioned, 10 years ago, and such great stuff there. We don't see really scenes like that in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Well, they try to, but it's not perfect.
I mean, the Times Square fight is surely cinematic and the visuals are great, but there's something about these scenes there, I don't know. The camera angle, perhaps, you know, something there that really amazes me still. I'm sure you do know that the camera angle is very important, right?
Yeah.
Forrest, explain me how he found him.
His arms. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he just... Maybe he has his own spider tracers or ox tracers. Oh, thank you, Forrest. That was really necessary. Oh, now that's alright.
Don't worry, he's about to press continue.
CGI MJ.
Yeah.
Alright, that was
We can
very
tell,
obvious.
but it doesn't
Yeah,
bother
we can
me.
tell. Alright.
Yeah.
And we will tell also when Ark will grab some people there from the train and, you know, he'll
Yeah.
throw them. That's a very CGI moment there as well.
And he continued.
Yeah. I love this scene. The hero is back finally, and once again the camera angle here will basically, you know, we don't know any explanation there. We can just see his arm, you know, and We can feel actually that he gets his powers, you know. That's that's great. I mean, who's responsible for these camera angles? It's not only director, right? The
Uh,
storyboards or
it's in the storyboards, but the director works with the DP, which is Bill Pope. They all work together. Storyboard house created, so art director as well.
mm.
It's crazy, and I'm just the guy who goes in front of the camera and claps something.
So you don't really have any influence over angles particularly. You can't suggest anything, right?
And the thing we were in, no, but I still helped with the camera. I mean, I love when I can have a say in something.
Hmm.
I just didn't.
Thief. Uh, and now, of course, the one of the greatest action sequences in a superhero film history,
I'm back.
the train fight. Funny enough, the meeting is set up at the clock tower.
Oh my, yeah.
Easter egg?
Tribute, probably.
A
I love
tribute.
that. That's actually one of my favorite
Yeah.
transitions. Where's Gwen?
I'm surprised we haven't seen Captain Stacy standing somewhere there and just staring at him.
I love this right here. Well, we're about to see it.
Guys, that's why this film is my favorite Spider-Man film.
The combat is awesome.
I mean, check out everything. Well, alright, CGI act doesn't matter. Check
Yeah,
this
but
out. Spidey is so agile, and they try to make him somehow as great in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. But I don't know, all these visuals. That's the stuff here. That's what I don't know. That's
Yeah, I mean, he moves much more cooler in the Amazing series, but he
Yeah.
still moves pretty awesome here, especially
yeah, he
for.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to see the prime example in a few minutes because I remember actually jumping at the one we're about to see. Come on.
And,
Not there.
Yeah, when he will fly through the this one.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I jumped when I first saw that because I wasn't expecting. Love this because it's unusual.
And actually did a video which was called Greatest Spider-Man Since the Train Scene, and I actually calculated the speed of the train and how much the way everything there, and you can search that
Wow.
up. Yeah, wow. Well, that's Spidey, the way he moves here. That's Spider-Man.
This I love right here just because it's a bit corny,
Yeah.
but I like it.
I mean, just this one, this scene, you know, just the train fight scene makes it already a great film, you know.
Yeah, I
Uh,
still remember when I played the video game for the first time, I really tried to recreate this.
It was impossible, really. You mean
Yeah.
the PC version or PS2 version?
Excuse me?
There are two versions of these games.
Yeah,
Spider-Man 2 PS2 and PC version.
PS2.
Oh yeah, the PC version sucked.
Yeah, I'm well aware with that one. I think one of my friends got that one. Though.
Yeah, expecting it to be as great as in the trailers, Spider-Man 2 game trailers, and they got this crap.
And then Spider-Man 2 for the PSP, which I've always wanted to try out playing, just because it's the
Uh,
2002 like.
It's a little bit lame. There was, you know, especially sound effects, the web sound effect. They just reused the sound effects from the Spider-Man the movie game, the first one, and overall not so great game really.
Yeah, I just wanted to play it just cause.
Well, it's PSP, so what do you expect really? My Spidey sense is tingling. Great stuff there.
It's Spider-Boy. Yeah, this is like a real defining moment where we see Spider-Man.
Funny they try to recreate this sort of scene in Amazing Spider-Man 2 where he stops the bus and he crashes the road basically, but well, the same in the same manner. And actually, in that video where I mentioned best Spider-Man scenes, I actually mentioned that there was some science project or something. I don't know. They calculated actually and said that it was actually possible physically. This scene, in terms of physics, was done perfectly. That's how it would really be if Spider-Man existed, and if he would try to stop the train.
Yeah, no crap.
Yeah. Spidey is capable of lifting up to more than now, I think, now more than 10 tons.
Yeah, like something I read, like some picture had him like lifting up the Hulk, the Thing,
Yeah.
several other superheroes as well, and he was like, no sweat.
Well, just like many other his abilities, his abilities were a lot improved during the years. You know, if you compare the Ditko Spider-Man and the Slot Spider-Man, especially the Spider Sense, which originally wasn't supposed to warn him about the people he loves that are in danger. And for example, in the Amazing Spider-Man flashback miniseries, before we've got Peter Parker back, there was this scene where he felt that Aunt May is in danger. I mean, come on. Spider-Sense isn't the all-known being. It's just one of his abilities which warns him of him being in danger, not his Aunt May on the other side of New York City. And that is great scene there also.
Yeah.
And when they bring his mask, I shed a tear, I think, back then.
Yeah.
I might now, who knows? I don't know.
I do like this. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you whatsoever. Maybe. I just saw a Burger King plug. That killed it.
Now, Forrest, that's not a cheese, really, I think. That's something
No.
else there, more powerful.
It is powerful, but I hate to really ruin this, but the only reason they have these civilians here and to show like they're able to stand up to evil is the post 9/11 stuff.
Well, just like the flag and everything there. It's
Yeah, the
totally,
peop-
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's killing the mood, but it shows you how it was back then. This was 3 years after it happened, so we were so affected.
Yeah.
You gonna shed a tear?
If I'd be watching it alone, probably, but I don't know. I just keep thinking that you might throw a joke now, and I can't.
I'm not going to. I'll let you cry. 60,000 people, I don't know about them, though.
All right, then.
Just don't cry like Toby.
Yeah, Spidey's back. He's mine!
Now, this is what I mean by post 9/11.
Yep.
Yeah. This is the cheesiest part of the whole movie.
We will stand for our hero. People of New York City, unite.
And me. And me. And me. But that made it better.
Alrighty then, I can handle it. Can you handle it?
I still see the Whopper ad on the top right.
You must be hungry, Forrest.
I know. I have my popcorn didn't even work.
Another great scene there, the big reveal, and James Franco's acting in this scene is just amazing.
Oh, that's his mother in the background.
Is it? Really?
It could be.
Well, I guess, yeah.
Either that or William Dafoe in drag.
Or it could be anyone, I mean, it's just a painting there. A precious treasure. You know, what's great about this James acting here, he there are so many emotions, when he takes off the mask. He kind of wants to kill him, and then his friend. It was a very tough role to pull out, actually. I mean, Spider-Man films started his career, so not surprising, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, I only knew him from this, and then I found out he's a really good actor.
Yeah, yeah.
He's actually good at comedy, which I never expected. I'm the replacement. That would be funny if he actually said that. I'm not Spider-Man, I'm standing in.
One of the earliest issues, actually, Amazing Spider-Man, I think 15 or 16 or 17, I don't know.
Did it have Doc Ock in it?
Yes, it
I
did,
had that one.
and Peter Parker was sick, and Doc Ock actually unmasked him, and nobody, not a single person believed that he's Spider-Man Peter, actually.
Yeah, it was like the cover has like
Yeah,
Peter doing back things, the mask
Yeah,
is taken
yeah,
off,
yeah.
and Jameson Betty sees it.
yeah, and nobody, a single person believed him.
I had that comic and I lost it long ago, and I don't
You
even know if it's
did?
rare.
Well, depends on the condition, obviously.
It was in Mick edition because I only got for like $3 at a comic store. I don't think the guy knew what he had.
Well, I'm not sure if, it doesn't feature any first villain's appearance, anything there, so it shouldn't be really that expensive.
But I remember it was like $3. I got it when this movie came out too, and no, either that or a year before.
Well, you should have probably kept it.
Well, no, I think it was at like pretty much the same thing that happened at May. What happened to my comics? Oh, I sold them.
Yeah.
It's probably that's what happened to them. Because another thing I had that I don't even know what the name of it basically could have been, but it was the Superman Batman World's Finest, based off the cartoon movie, and in a comic book form.
Now, I guess Tentacle told him. Tentacle sense.
Pizza time.
Oops. Oh, that's Doc Ock there.
Yeah.
Great performance.
Yeah, the rasp is Molina. The is Ock.
I'm so amazed by the camera movement, as you mentioned previously. It's so
Well, the guy
great.
who worked on it worked on the Matrix. It should be.
Yeah, yeah,
pretty-
yeah.
Up skirt shot.
Well, I mean, we know she won't die, really. Why tease us? That's why I loved about the Amazing Spider-Man 2. They actually had balls to kill her, to kill Gwen,
Yeah.
which haven't been done. No, well, only the Dark Knight, Batman losing
Somewhat,
to
somewhat.
Rachel, yeah, somewhat. Wasn't really
Yeah.
that emotional, at least for me, maybe because I'm not a Batman fan, really.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first useful thing Mary Jane ever does in the whole series. That's it.
Some shaking there. Forrest Whitaker.
And as much as I'm criticizing this, I do not hate it. I love this film.
Of course, we all
I can
do.
always watch it and always be smiling. Why?
Do you think there will ever be a better film, Spider-Man film?
I really hope so. I would love that.
Well, in order to make it better, they need to stick to the one villain formula, like Peter facing Norman Osborn, Green Goblin. Otherwise, by throwing more villains, it won't top Spider-Man 2, I think. Something there... It feels very simple, right, this story here?
Yeah.
Very... Nothing groundbreaking, no post-credit scenes, no anything. It's so great.
Yeah. And as much as I'm saying Alfred Molina is very over the top in this, Paul Giamatti, done. I don't need to talk about over the top anymore.
Well, you're sure gonna see more of him in the third film.
I know it doesn't bother me as much as like other ones. Maybe because he wasn't in it that much. It's like I will destroy you. You want me to come down there and to kill me? Yeah. It's like I want to kill you. Let's have fun.
All right, this scene has to be the biggest cheese for you, Forrest, right?
Yeah. Well, definitely with the YouTube poop. It's like I should kill you. No, kill.
Uh,
Yeah.
don't listen to him. No, he just realized that he can ignore them.
And for first, Jekyll and Hyde.
And here's basically retelling of Aunt May's speech. Which is why it served being not just a great moment, it also served the plot overall. Peter just remembered Aunt May's speech, and this actually stopped Doc Ock, technically, right?
Well,
I guess.
it's I guess Aunt May's words of advice was wrong because Doc Ock died. Did she want Peter to die? I'm not sure.
Alrighty. It's self-sustaining now. Think. He's now a good guy. Still great scene.
As much as it is good, it's kind of a bit anticlimactic that I remember.
Well, the fight was pretty climatic.
Yeah. I mean, at least we got the train scene.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was obviously meant to be the highlight, not the final fight. And of course, the Harry Osborn's. Oh, yeah, that's that moment here.
Yeah.
Still feels a little bit unrealistic. I mean, in a good way. It's like.
Wait.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
that screenshot.
Yeah, that better be the thumbnail.
Toby, that's why everyone makes fun of your face expressions.
I feel so bad too for making fun of him for
yeah,
that reason.
just. I wish he'd be more simpler, not so overacting sometimes.
I mean, you know how my profile picture looks on everything,
Yeah.
and I'm aware.
Still, I'm pretty sure it's his best performance, yeah, in this film.
Yeah. And
And the
Here-
Sea Biscuit.
here, I'll do a challenge for anyone who wanted to watch this movie commentary. My challenge to you is, if you can find my profile picture, I want you to recreate it.
Oh, I will
I
try
re-
to.
Yeah, I really want to see everyone recreate it because you wanted to recreate it.
Yeah. Really, we got used to villains dying in Sam Raimi's trilogy. It was really surprising to see Electro leave as well as Harry Osborn in The Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2. I was pretty sure the guy is dead after the Clock Tower battle, but then again, there was an alternate scene where Peter beats the shit out of him, just like in the comics, basically.
Yeah. I kind of wish I think Electro isn't really dead per se.
Well,
I mean, they're
he
showing that he
of
is, but it
course.
could be
Of course
Do you
he's
remember-
not.
Yeah, do you remember in the Neil Patrick Harris cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the, yeah, I do. It's
They're
an
saying,
MTV animated series.
Yeah, the new one. Yeah, basically they say he's dead, but he's still energy, basically.
Of course, electricity never dies, just like Jamie Foxx said, and that's why I asked him that question. And as I mentioned previously, he didn't answer to me really, but the way he looked to Mark Webb, I'm pretty sure he knows something there.
Yeah.
He was
My-
like, "Hey, Mark, am I allowed to say that?"
Yeah. Oh, who's the guy who's War Machine in the Iron Man movies? If you're a fan.
I'm a fan of the War Machine, and I can't pronounce his name. Don, I can't
Don
pronounce.
Cheadle. Don Cheadle. That's it.
Freaking hell, yes.
Yeah, the reason why. Did you ever see his interview when someone asked him about Avengers 2?
No, I don't. I've seen lots of interviews, not sure which one.
Yeah, well, basically, he's like talking about Avengers 2, like says, yeah, it's always great about Avengers 2,
Yeah.
and he says, I like to tell you about it. Right as he said that or something like it, this red light shined on his forehead.
Ultron?
Yeah, no, basically Marvel was gonna snipe him.
Oh. First, we just completely ignored one of the best scenes here. Yeah, that's great scene. Hero,
She's not.
yeah, he just explains to her and he leaves her and sacrifice and everything. And you know the way they teased Harry Osborn here transforming into Green Goblin was probably the first attempt towards, you know, not a really post-credit scene, but like teasing stuff for future. Sony's attempt. At least they didn't show the whole movie back then in the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a powerful moment. The way he will turn his back now and... Oh gosh, I love this movie.
And that's actually a cool Spider-Man pose too. I
Yep.
forgot about that.
Yes, that's perfect.
Here's your pizza.
I wish the movie would end at this very scene.
Yeah.
Sure, being the runaway bride later on. And well, I don't know.
Yeah. But back then, that's not really how movies really wanted to kind of end.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, most people give the Hulk a lot of flack because it was a very dark, realistic superhero movie. It just came out at the wrong time. But the only reason I don't like it, horrible, horrible editing and camera work.
The first Hulk?
Yeah,
Yeah,
with Eric Banana.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's like one shot where they edit it and the computer goes in front of Eric Bana, like a fade.
Yeah.
It's supposed to symbolize that work is getting in front of him.
Oh, of
Ugh.
course, William is back.
Yeah, this is what made me think that critique I had on the last commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't really see your opposite self, like, talking. So, I don't know. Jekyll and Hyde. Till he takes control. Now you know the truth.
Which they went with slightly different road for Harry Osborn. Not exactly the new Green Goblin, more of a, for example, Hobgoblin.
Avenge me!
Just like they did the Ultimate Harry Osborn. Would be more interesting.
Yeah.
And the way he sees Norman here, yeah, well, there was this Mr. Shaw in the Ultimate Universe. You are familiar with Mr. Shaw, right?
Yeah, the figment of his imagination. I have that right here, actually.
The reason I mentioned him is because he actually, I believe, as far as I remember, Mr. Shaw was the one who showed Harry the secret stash with Goblin stuff there.
And we actually see the Sam Raimi mask part of that, too. I actually have the comic right here.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
and that's why I mentioned the great stuff there. And Goblin Serum, I love this scene really. Now that's how you tease future stuff there. What's to come? Yeah, and the mask. Yeah, and now the freaking runaway bride.
Yeah. Yep, here's the page. I just found it.
Yeah.
There's actually a classic one.
There are a
Huh.
few.
Yeah, there's the classic mask, the movie mask, and the ultimate one.
Yep.
And a Buzz Cola.
Well,
Huh.
here she looks somewhat pretty.
Yeah, it's because they're using a soft light.
Yeah, the light is very important, right, Forrest?
There I go, becoming the filmmaker again.
You should direct Spider-Man film someday.
I would love to direct a
And
Spider-Man
guess
film.
who will play Peter Parker?
Bridge Kaufman.
No, Ben.
Oh,
And I will play a villain. I don't want to play a hero.
yeah.
Heroes
Yeah,
are
Brit-
boring. Villains are more interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that face, JK.
I think that had to be just thought up on the fly.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Hey, it's Black Cat.
Selena came to steal some stuff here.
Jameson's watch.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I'll
Bridgecraft.
get back to space.
Yeah.
Not only great performance, also great dialogue for him. Everything is
Yeah.
so great about Jameson in this
Now look
franchise.
at her bloom.
Yeah, that's some overused After Effects stuff
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, and Leiden too. But Bridge Kaufman, I just brought him up out very random because he's the guy I want my Spider-Man to be. Because he looks kind of like a mix between the Todd McFarlane and has the age of the Ultimate.
Freaking Todd McFarlane, the hairstyle. Jeez, I hate these 90s hairstyles.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then I'll change up the hair.
It was ridiculous. Especially in the Torment series, there were some panels where you could just see his hair on the whole panel.
I mean, that's how my hair used to look, so...
Yeah, 90s, very weird stuff there. The clothes, the hair, the style.
Yeah, you may be hard for you to see, but I had J.J. Abrams hair, so...
And a lens flare somewhere
Hell.
there.
Hell, I love lens flares, so yeah.
Gosh, I really hope we won't see any lens flares in Star Wars.
Yeah, we're going to. No
I
doubt
guess,
about
yeah.
it.
Alright, Forrest, getting back to...
Yeah, I know. We're so done with this movie.
Guys, it's not that we are not interested, it's that we've seen it so many times, we really try to stay focused, but I can say any line you want me to say. I know... I think I know every single second of this film. I've seen Spider-Man 2 more than any other Spider-Man films.
I can't quote this movie, but I absolutely love this movie. Personally, there's only one quotable movie in existence. For a lot of people, that's easy, but
Well,
that's not it.
she does look pretty here in this scene, definitely. More prettier
Yeah.
than usual.
Yeah, it's pretty much saying he got the girl.
Yeah. Ah, final swing, great stuff there. I love
The
this.
final swing's good in this, but I like the first one a lot.
Yeah.
Much better than the third movies.
And of course, bringing back 9/11, probably the helicopters, you know, Spidey unite. And then there's the flag scene in Spider-Man 3 as well, where he appears to fight Venom and Sandman.
Yeah, but that was directed to 9/11.
Yep.
I really hope I'm not offending anybody by saying that either.
No, I don't think. Oh, now it's the way the sun will shine now and everything about this shot. Love it.
Wait, sun? Light? Does that mean, No, lens flare, dang it.
Oh, yeah.
There it
That's
is!
beautiful. Yeah. Ah, she already regrets it.
Yeah.
Because she will become a waitress later on. In the jazz club. Alrighty.
Yay!
That was pretty fast for some reason. It
Yeah.
felt very fast there. So, thoughts?
We got off topic a lot, so there's one reason, I guess.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned, guys, this is the first video I think where I finally mentioned I couldn't decide between Spider-Man 2 and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yep, Amazing Spider-Man 2 wins it for me slightly. You know, as you've seen during this whole film, I was quite amazed by the not to mention visuals, but the camera work and everything there, and especially the Aunt May's speech and. It's definitive Spider-Man movie for me, and if I think the only way they can top this film is getting back to one villain formula, making it simpler, because this film feels quite simply there. Spidey fighting Doc Ock, Spidey wins Doc Ock, yet something about it really amazes me, and just like the first movie, it's part of my childhood, and I will always watch it and rewatch it again. And Forrest,
No, I absolutely love this film, and just because it's so much of a bigger improvement, and even though this whole time I was pretty much nitpicking it and so on, no, I still love this film no matter
Yeah,
what.
that's why I want to.
It's not because it's a
Yeah,
guilty pleasure. No, it's an
yeah.
overall major improvement over the first one. The dialogue is as comic booky. You feel very responsible. You feel great to be in this, and it's a great overall film just to watch. And I haven't seen it in years, I think, and I'm glad I had watched it again.
So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we are out for now.